Hello and welcome to The Hindu. I'm Aratrika Bhaumik, and in this video we will do an incisive coverage of polling day trends. The third phase of the ongoing Lok Sabha elections took place today across 93 constituencies spread across 11 states and union territories with a voter turnout of 60.19% as of 5 pm. Assam recorded the highest turnout at 74.86%, while Maharashtra saw the lowest at 53.40%. The Lok Sabha elections, which commenced on April 19th, will see the country vote in 7 phases. Voting began at 7 am today, accompanied by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's impassioned call for citizens to exercise their franchise in historic numbers. Their participation will certainly make the elections more vibrant, said the Prime Minister in a social media post on X. This year's electoral exercise is unfortunately witnessing a dwindling voter turnout, a drop of under 4% in the first phase and under 3% in the second phase compared to the 2019 polls. Meanwhile, the Election Commission of India has been subjected to criticism by opposition leaders for delay in releasing the final voter turnout figures for the preceding 2 phases. The election in the Betul constituency of Madhya Pradesh, which was initially supposed to take place in the second phase, however took place today following the death of Bahujan Samaj Party candidate Ashok Bhalabi. Whereas in Gujarat's Surat constituency, BJP candidate Mukesh Dalal won unopposed after all other nominations were either rejected or withdrawn. While polling has majorly been peaceful in this phase, sporadic incidents of violence were reported in West Bengal, where ruling TMC party workers clashed with BJP and Congress workers in Murshidabad and Jangipur constituencies. In Uttar Pradesh, residents of Dhoranpur village boycotted polls today to protest against leaders who failed to address their demands for a road. Meanwhile, Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav alleged that the BJP workers were trying to loot booths in the state's Mainpuri Lok Sabha constituency and detaining people from opposition parties in police stations. In Maharashtra, which is the bastion of the Pawar family, the Pune police today registered a non-cognizable offence against 5 individuals after the Sharad Pawar-led NCP alleged that some individuals belonging to the Ajit Pawar-led NCP faction had distributed cash to voters ahead of the polling to the Baramati Lok Sabha seat. Importantly, the Election Commission today directed the Telangana government to defer payments under the Raitu Bandhu scheme until after the conclusion of polls, which are scheduled for May 13th. It also said that Chief Minister Revanth Reddy had violated the Model Code of Conduct by claiming in public speeches that the scheme's payouts would be given on or before May 9th. Addressing a rally in Jharkhand today, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi said that the Agniveer scheme will be abolished if the India bloc is voted to power, while alleging that the scheme was actually the brainchild of the Prime Minister and not the army. On the other hand, rallying support for the BJP-NDA alliance, Prime Minister Narendra Modi claimed that June 4th will be the expiry date for the Congress-led India bloc. Some of the prominent candidates who were in the fray today included Union Ministers Amit Shah, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Prahlad Joshi, former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Samajwadi Party leader Dimple Yadav, and NCP leader and Sharad Pawar's daughter Supriya Sule. Thank you for watching. For more such videos, subscribe to The Hindu.